Hey, welcome back to Stil'rs Chalk Talk here on Fox Sports Net Wheeling, Pittsburgh. I'm your host, Randy the Tank Tantlinger, here every Saturday, 10 a.m. If you don't like the show, turn that channel. I don't really care. My mom listens every Saturday morning, and that's all that matters to me. And when mom listens, I talk, something like that. All right, anyway, weird week. Losing to the Jaguars. Matt Canada's offense stunk through three quarters against the Jaguars. 0 points. Boswell's got 3. Boswell has more points than Matt Canada has. Somehow, we found an offense the other night against the Tennessee Titans. And it was beautiful, baby. All right, let's go inside the Stil'rs locker room right now. I want to hear from some of the players, and they're pretty happy after beating the tall man of Tennessee.
You played so much on the left side, though. Was that a difficult adjustment at all to be all over the field the way you were tonight with Hopkins?
No, not at all. I'm a football player, So even at Penn State, I was both sides of the field, so it really doesn't matter to me.
Surprised at all by the holding call there on that last drive?
Yeah, it was definitely a ticky-tack call, but it's D-Hop, so he's always physical on top of his route. So you kind of got to play that game with him. And sometimes you're not gonna get it, sometimes you are. He got it right there. He got to keep working for those every time, so I wasn't really worried about that.
Quan said that the biggest second-half adjustment you guys made was just making sure you were communicating better. What did you guys do to make sure that was smooth?
Man, just be more vocal, Meek down, so we had a lot of guys step up. And with Meek gone, the communication had to be perfect. KZ stepped up in a big way. Keanu stepped up in a big way.
Stepped up every day.
Oh my God! Like
you talk about Meek?
He always stepped up. He took a bigger step today. Yeah, man. He took an even bigger leap today. He got us right.
Why you do me like that?
I was trying to show love.
You're okay.
That's not showing love. Man, KZ did great today. My boy Nunu did great today. It was perfect.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that last play?
I'm gonna start it off. He big time, A-list player. Make A-list plays.
Yeah.
But the floor is yours.
Yeah, okay, man. No, it was all preparation, man. Just being confident in my job and just reading the quarterback and just knowing what the tight end was going behind me. So just reading the quarterback and just making plays.
You had a feeling that they were going to come that way?
Yeah, because they just had ran the same play, and he threw it and he dropped it. But I seen how the tight end released, so I knew he was coming behind me, so I just set up under it. So just preparation and studying, man, just knowing what to do.
After not two in a row, but there were 2 during that drive that could have been picked off.
Right.
You were watching that ball right in your hands the whole time.
Yeah, I was zoomed in. I just wanted to make a play and get up out the field. That's what I did for real.
What were the feelings like when you finally made that play?
You said no?
What were the feelings like when you finally
Oh,
made
it was amazing, man. It was a legendary, it was just legendary just to get the ball, get it back for the squad, and get this win. That's all I wanted.
How did it feel out there?
Oh, man. Felt good. A lot of reps, but just glad to be out there.
More reps than what you had planned?
I don't know how I should answer that, but I'll take all the reps I can get. I got to make up for lost time.
Did it make all that, all that work you were doing, all that lasering, all the crazy stuff you were telling us about?
Yeah, definitely made it worth it, man. Coach T had said last week, he was like, I want to take the wrapper off of you and see if you can go Thursday. Man, I've just been working my tail off to get here. Just excited to be back, be with the guys in a different state than I've been for, 7 weeks? So, was it 7 weeks today? Yeah, so it's been a long time.
Cam, for you, is there a better...
They had announced defensive starters tonight. Was that something that they told you they were going to do? Because I know they also did it Sunday, so back-to-back. Do you have any idea?
I heard about it. I was ready for it.
Was it special for you to be able to first game back? I mean, at least start off that way.
For me, it's completed. For me, I think it was just you don't take this game for granted, and to go back and before the game, I was a mess. I feel like I was forgetting stuff. Couldn't find my pre-workout. I was just all over the place. Had to run back to my car and some flip-flops. It was just, I was a mess. But I miss times like this. I miss being in the rotation, those in and out plays, and I just got more and more comfortable as the game got going on.
Really seemed to bottle up Levis in that second half. What did you do differently? Any adjustments at halftime?
Yeah, I think we just really were more disciplined. We weren't beating ourselves. I think we just did a bad job of beating ourselves. We just got to eliminate the penalties that we had, and we just got to continue to get better in that way. But I think we're just more disciplined. We were still getting after them, in the second half like the first.
All right.
This team on that final drive to get the stop there, create the turnover. How clutch was that for you guys?
It was clutch. When I saw that ball picked up, I was like, I was tired. But yeah, it was those guys making those huge plays. Quan made a huge play, and so that was huge for us.
Coach T told you, I guess. Was Chooks out and you had to go? Did you say your right tackle?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know what happened. I don't know if Chooks, if he was hurt, or I really don't know. I just came in Tuesday morning. Coach told me just be prepared to play on the right side. So, that's all it was for me.
And is that? How much of an adjustment is that for you? Or are you ready?
It's really not a big adjustment for me, just because I feel like I'm a natural athlete, just being able to play both sides. So I feel like that's a plus for me and for the team. So me just being able to do that is.
I know you didn't play much offense Sunday, but second game in 5 days. I don't think you did that. I'm sure you didn't in college or in high school. Was that something to?
I really never had to play right, like on the back end of my college career, because we had Mims was coming in, Warren was getting back healthy, so the right side was pretty solid for the most part. So.
Bro, did you say they told you today?
Nah, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Brother, do you think that's a thing now?
So like I told the reporter before, I'm just always ready when my name is called. When the boss tell you to do something, you do it. So if push comes to shove, I have to come back to it and do it again. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, that was one happy locker room with your Pittsburgh Steelers. Right there, buddy. That was beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, you're listening to Steelers Chalk Talk here on Fox Sports Net Wheeling, Pittsburgh. Got to talk about something. You Mountaineers fans. Big game down in Morgantown. Saturday night, tonight, 7 o'clock. BYU. The Kitty Cats of BYU coming to town. That's going to be a great atmosphere later on this afternoon in Morgantown. That party, well, it's around 10:40 right now. That party, it already started in the parking lot down there at Mountaineer Field. But, hey, the good people at Hope Gas, you know where they're at. If you're tailgating in the parking lot, you see it right there, the Hope Gas corporate office building. The good people at Hope Gas invite you to their Hope Gas tailgate party. Now, I don't know about you, but the old tanker here, I do like free food. I do like free beer. And I do like free entertainment. Yes, I said free, people. I said F-R-E-E, free. Courtesy of the good folks at Hope Gas. Right there in the parking lot, you see their building every time you go to the Mountaineers game. Go by, say thank you. First of all, use your P's and Q's. P's and Q's, be polite. Be nice. The good people at Hope Gas are providing you free food, free beer, and free entertainment. Who wouldn't say thank you to Hope Gas for doing that? So please stop by the Hope Gas free tailgate party on your way. It starts about 2 hours before kickoff as the Mountaineers take on the Kitty Cats of BYU. They ain't got no Jim McMahon. For you kids who know that is, don't know who it is, look up the wonderful, the great Super Bowl champion Jim McMahon. Anyway, please do stop by the Hope Gas tailgate. They're good people, and like I said, the old tanker, he likes free food, free beer, and free entertainment too. So you may see me there tonight. I'll be the guy dancing happy with a hot dog in my hand. I love free hot dogs. All right, back to the locker room after the victory against the tall man of Tennessee. Very happy locker room. Defense, well, I know you bend but you don't break sometimes. Joey Porter, listen, I'm hearing grumblings from some of you out there. Knock it off. He's he's young. He got a test last night. Old Bo Hopkins there. One of the best, a future Hall of Famer. Joey Porter gets a B- for his performance last night. Now, he does need to go to tackling school, tackling 101. Ain't saying that. But I think you're seeing glimpses of the greatness that is to become from JP2. Imagine him in year 6, 7, 8 for your Pittsburgh Steelers. We're seeing the growth of a future Pro Bowler here. He had a huge litmus test last night against Hopkins, and he passed with flying colors. Flying colors. Moving on to inside linebacker, Alexander last night having a great game. I've said it a couple weeks in a row now. You know, since, God bless him, Ryan Shazier went down, it has been a Mojave Desert. Dry, spell, hot, arid, dry, scorpions and rattlesnake environment. We've had no inside linebackers. Oh, sure, there's been bodies in uniforms. Remember Bostic? Bostic? I called him the Plastic Man. He looked like one of those punching boxing games from the 1970s. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Google it. Then Orange Sherbert came, weighed 140 pounds, playing inside linebacker. Joe Sherbert, Orange Sherbert, 2 years ago. Bust. And there's been a litany of other guys coming through here. The guy last year, I don't even remember him. He was supposed to be all that. Came up from Jacksonville. Where are he now? We finally have, look, not Dick Butkus, not Jack Lambert, not Levon Kirkland inside linebacker types, but vastly improved over what we've had at inside linebacker. It may be by committee. You may have to rotate 3 of them in, but they're playing pretty solid B-, C+ inside linebacking these days compared to the Mojave Desert we've been in since, like I said, Ryan Shazier, God bless him, went down. Great performance. Ironhead Hayward's son, Cam Hayward, back in action last night. He had a big smile on his face, too. Why not? He's back to playing what he loves to do, playing football, knocking people around, terrorizing quarterbacks. I hope he stays healthy. I really do. But Cam seemed to be in a really good mood just to get back on the field. Can't say enough about Alex Highsmith. Alex Highsmith. Now, one of the things that we've heard about Bud Dupree getting his big contract when he moved down to Tennessee, and we're hearing about Alex Highsmith is, well, TJ Watt is so good, Superman from another planet, Kryptonite, that he makes the other outside linebacker look good. This is true to an extent. They oftentimes have to put a extra tight end on TJ. You have to chip him with a running back. So this leaves Highsmith pretty much one-on-one with a defensive tackle. Now, do not take away from young Mr. Highsmith's talents, abilities. Remember, he won the Cleveland game for us single-handedly. He is an impact player, all to his own. He is fast. He is dangerous. He is deadly, like a rattlesnake. When he bites at the quarterback, when he bites at the running back, he bites with venom. Alex Highsmith, sure. Is he benefiting from TJ on the other side? Sure he is. Nobody's going to argue that. You got to put a tight end, you got to put a running back on TJ. And that still don't work! But Highsmith still has to get around huge, mammoth, offensive left tackles. You know, the blind side, the best tackle. And he does it consistently. I love his spin moves, man. I love his moves. He's got everything in his repertoire. Kind of like James Harrison did. Of course, James made a living out of that hook technique. Remember, he'd grab onto the tackle's arm and yank it down and then just spin right by him. Of course, James Harrison could lift up a pat bus over his head and throw it. He was that strong. But James also had a repertoire of moves. So does Highsmith. He can bull rush you. He can spin. He can duck under. He made that Titan look stupid playing left tackle a couple times last night. It was beautiful, baby. Beautiful. And finally, you heard from Broderick Jones. Look, you found a right tackle. I've been saying it all season. Get him on the field. I would have put him at right guard because Daniels stinks. Because really, who's worse, Daniels or Okafor? At least Daniels in the middle and can fall over and make a pile so the linebacker can't get by him. Okafor is going to get Kenny killed. You found a right tackle. He's home now, kids, for the next 12 years, Broderick Jones, at right tackle. He's got feet, he got hands, he got knowledge of the game, and he big and he mean. All right, this is Tank for Stil'rs Chalk Talk. Feels good the end of the week on a victory because after that Jaguars humiliation, we needed that one. All right, we will see you down the road, baby, as we pick it up next Saturday morning on Stil'rs Chalk Talk. I'm Tank Tantlinger. May God bless you and your family and keep you safe and out of harm's way.